Knowledge religion check from Dominicus. Can I take a 20? You said an hour, right?
For knowledge, let's say 20 minutes. You so far have spent 10 minutes healing each other, talking, and searching the crypt. We'll say you spent 20 minutes racking your brain, trying to remember anything about this.
Would I? Would he be talking to himself while he's doing this?
It depends on how he wants to do it, if he'd like to verbally think or just think.
I'm basically asking him to do it.
I grab Dominicus's arm and say, I remember this. We have an hour till it comes back.
While they're doing all that, Javier's gonna walk over here and take
Okay,
the
never mind.
Javier's gonna come over here and take the money that Ire left.
I thought you were lust, not greed.
Waste not, want not.
Whoa, fourth wall. Dominicus approaches the bard with an outstretched paw.
Yes.
You really shouldn't, my friend. You really shouldn't.
How about just a few?
How about I give you a few out of my own coffer, even before I see you desecrate the grave of brave warriors?
Okay, how much are you gonna give me?
How about I give you 5 before I give you an eternal?
Oh, a what?
He said an eternal.
Keith steps forward.
An eternal.
Eternal sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Javier is going to take all of the money and put it into his coin purse.
Keith roars at Javier.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? I don't fucking care. Go for it, Minotaur.
Dominicus walks to the crypt and lays 50 gold into the crypt.
Does anyone else have knowledge religion?
I do. That's why I was trying to get him to say something out loud, because it's not something that I would normally do.
Oh,
Right. After paying the debt that Javier had taken, Dominicus returns to the rest of the group. Standing over this skeleton, he decides to share with the rest of the group that this is no normal skeleton. Based on the normal and combined knowledge of Runelords history, we've pretty much come to the conclusion that this creature is otherworldly. This thing is not going to stay dead unless we can find a way to make it do so.
Ire, as you hear the news, you look down at the skeleton, study it for a bit, and it dawns on you. The only way to truly dispatch the skeleton is through positive energy. Only a holy energy can stop the rejuvenation of the skeleton.
Oh, Javier points at Dominicus and says, "Hey, do that thing you did when the bird lady died. Do that to that thing."
Might help if I actually said that kind of out loud before I actually have other people deciding to do stuff. Just say. So I'm going to mention it that it needs a holy symbol of some sort to stop it from rejuvenating. Something of positive energy.
I can do something. Unfortunately, I'm going to need all of you to leave the immediate area for me to do so.
Since you're my healer now, I'll accept your terms.
I could leave, but hey, didn't you get like a healing potion or something? Might that work?
Nay, this requires divine energy, not
All right.
some charlatan's tincture.
Very well then. I'll leave you to your work. I'm gonna go look for my kitty.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull my holy symbol from the recesses of the pouch in my backpack.
Dominicus, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that you. Actually, 1 second. Correction. Yeah, you're right.
I was about to say, if you tell me I can't use the holy symbol to banish this thing, I'm like,
No, go ahead. Carry on. Ignore that.
okay. So, I'm going to kneel down and pull my holy symbol from the recesses of the pouches in my backpack. And I'm going to hold it in my hand underneath the edge of my cloak and cast light on it. Then, I'm going to touch it to its forehead and recite Serenade's rites.
A few minutes pass. Nothing really seems to happen.
I think that this might require a bit more than I'm capable of at the current moment, sister. Wait. I have an idea.
Ire returns to find out what's taking so long. I understand it's a holy ritual, but yeah, we kind of need to take care of this before it comes back.
I'm trying.
Ire, in your remembrance of divine powers being needed to destroy the skeleton, you also remember that a vial of holy water could destroy the skeleton. For a simple holy symbol alone could not stop it, but something that has already been blessed would, such as holy water.
Okay.
I'll mention the holy water at this time.
Aha. Then let me try this. It's the last thing I can do on my own aside from finding the Father himself.
I toss Dominicus my water skin. Just bless it and let's get this done with.
Okay. In the name of Serenade, I bless this holy water to fend off all of those that are unholy and unrighteous. And I pour it over my holy symbol onto the skeleton.
Amen.
As the water passes over the holy symbol, you notice a faint glow over the holy symbol as the water becomes purified and falls onto the skeleton. As it falls onto it, it seeps into the bones and starts to cover the blood, which coagulates, thickens, and dries, evaporating the holy water in the process. It is now just a pile of bones.
Well,
I think you got it.
It appears to be done. However, I do suggest that we carry these bodies out of here and give them a proper burial. For they do not seem to be at rest, and I would hate for this to have to happen again.
It's not for us to decide where they're put to rest. It's only for us to put them back to rest. Now it is our time to go and find out about the snakes. Can I have my water skin back now?
Indeed. Dominnicus tosses it back.
Let's go find out about the snakes.
All right.
She certainly is fascinated by those snakes, isn't she?
One does have to have goals.
Hmm.
Is everyone leaving the crib?
I
For
assume
now, at
so.
least.
All right. You exit the crypt and step out to find Sheriff Baylor Hemlock standing there with Father Xantus, discussing matters and examining the other graves outside. Father Xantus points out to Hemlock that you have emerged from the crypt. He whips around rapidly, looks you over, and sees the blood and damage upon the party, and looks over you and gets a large smirk on his face.
I have a
I
seat on the
see.
ground.
Indeed, you are truly as strong as I expected. Father Xantus, would you take care of their wounds, please? As Father Xantus walks forward to you, he asks, "Who among you requires a heal?"
I think we all just need to go rest is what we really need.
Indeed. A good night's rest will do more work than any spell could possibly.
I see. All right, if you so choose. But Father Xantus looks at all of you. Let me at least offer something to you.
Anything you
Here.
will and would offer will not be turned down.
He raises
Especially
his hands
information about snakes.
and channels energy. Now, says Hemlock, what did you find in the crypt?
You mean
Zombies.
besides droves of the undead?
And 4 skeletons, one of which was oozing acid, and the other one just kept bleeding. It was actually quite nasty. Which is why I
Skeletons.
came back, and I really want to know about these snakes.
You saw snakes down there?
No, I didn't see any snakes down there, but that was kind of part of the deal, was I go deal with this, and then you tell me about the snakes.
Look, all things in a matter of time. Right now we must deal with who has defiled this crypt. How did undead reach this sacred crypt?
That I cannot.
Anything.
I cannot speak on that, my lord, but I must tell you that whatever animated them, the ability to control such an immense and even proportionate army of the undead is far beyond anyone who should be around here. I mean,
Got a quick...
Yes, controlling those couldn't have been the work of goblins.
No. Certainly not goblins. They would not understand how to perform such rituals or even possibly even use any sort of magical item to bring these here. Surely someone non-goblin must have been here. Did you find anything, any other clues in there?
Unfortunately, we couldn't stay to survey the area in depth. Again, I'm sorry, but
Wait,
my
there
skills are only
was
so
a
limited.
black robe on the floor.
A black robe?
Show it to him.
I'll gladly show it to him.
Father Xantus holds up, or looks at the robe with Hemlock, and you see his face fall from curiousness slowly into shock. This? No, it couldn't be. A robe of bones? He looks it over. There are no patches left. I see. This must be it. This must be how they raised those undead. For this robe has been thoroughly used.
Knowledge Arcana
What'd you say, Devin?
check. Knowledge
She-
Arcana
She wants to know about the robe of bones.
Okay. A robe of bones. This sinister item functions much like a robe of useful items for the serious necromancer. It appears to be an unremarkable robe, but to a character who dons it, notes that it is adorned with a small embroidered figures representing undead creatures. Only the wearer of the robe can see this embroidery, recognize them for the creatures they become, and detach them. One figure can be detached each round. Detaching a figure causes it to become an actual undead creature.
Hmm.
Father Xantus explains as he reads over the magic of the robe. Yes. I see that all of the magic is gone from it. This robe has definitely been used. This must be it.
Do you have any?
Someone is defiling our crypts.
Crypts? We've only been in one. Does that mean you've got more work for us before I get my snake information?
The snake information will come in time. I do not believe you can read all of my books within a matter of hours.
Would you mind if I hold on to those robes for further study?
That is fine. I detect no more necromantic magic from it.
Father, have you ever heard of this kind of activity in the area before?
No, not in a long time.
What do you mean, not in a long time?
At least nothing necromantic like this. We have had odd happenings in the past, and in fact, several years ago, our church was burned down. That's why we threw the festival this yesterday, to celebrate the opening of our new church.
Well, what happened to the first church? How did it burn down?
I'm afraid I do not know why. I know that there were others injured. The previous father burned alive in the church. Perhaps someone has a grudge against us in this church. But why goblins? Why Tobin's tomb?
Did the previous father who was burned alive, did he have any enemies who would want to burn him? Also, was he buried in this crypt?
No, not in this crypt. Unfortunately, all of his remains were destroyed in the fire. There was not much left, but a few ashes, save some teeth. Certainly nothing to call forth an undead from.
Was Tobin a fierce fighter of snakes?
I'm afraid I do not know about that. Snakes, however, I'm sorry, I just do not know.
Perhaps
So far,
it's my paranoid nature, but am I the only one who feels like this may be part of something larger? I mean, do goblins really attack a fortified city completely unprovoked just to gather trinkets and food?
it's not. I mean, we do have goblin raids from time to time on caravans and merchants, but never within the city's walls. This,
Right. I mean, have they been so brazen before?
no, this is unprecedented.
Then something, of course, must be driving them to escalate their tactics. Either, I'm not sure, some sort of taskmaster, or perhaps. Again, I'm not sure.
Perhaps.
How did
But
they get in the city to pass the guards anyway?
Sheriff Hemlock steps forward. Look, it seems apparent now that they were assisted by someone, at least more human than those vile goblins. It's very possible that they were assisted by someone who looks around at everyone. I think I will have to do some investigation in the town guard.
Well, if you would like. I'm not quite proud of it, but I am quite a silver tongue. So if you would like help.
Yes, I think someone of your strength we could definitely use. Come to the garrison later once you're rested. Since, and we can certainly find use for you. But I do highly recommend you go out, get some rest, perhaps even visit a tavern or some of the shops, and prepare yourselves. Arm yourselves. For, as you said, I fear we are dealing with something much greater.
Oh,
Were you sensing motive on?
I'd like to sense motive on both of them.
how do I even check against that?
Not you,
You can
the
you can
priest
tell
and
that
the sheriff.
you can tell that there's a lot of sincerity in their voices. They both seem genuinely shocked and disturbed by the happenings.
I know where your motives lie, although for some odd reason it didn't take shape in the crypt.
That's because I'm a cleric. I lose favor if I let that kind of stuff slide, but, you know, that's finger on nose.
Look, says Sheriff Hemlock, I have good word that the shopkeepers around here will take good care of you if you wish to arm yourselves, which I highly suggest you do before you take on any more of these missions.
Might I ask you a quick favor?
Yes.
Could you arrange a small meeting between myself, my sister, and Aldern Foxglove?
I believe we can make that happen, but I will have to speak with Aldern myself.
Understand.
I will. Are you staying at the White Deer Inn still?
I'll be staying at the edge of town, near the northwestern exit, northeastern exit across the river.
I see. And I will send a messenger to you tomorrow morning with word.
For my thanks.
So Javier's gonna take this opportunity to explore the shops, just like that guy said to do.
I suppose since I can't get any information on snakes, I'll also go to the stores.
Before you all leave, Sheriff Hemlock pulls out a small coin purse. Look. Cheap work isn't good, and good work is not cheap. Let me reward you for your deeds.
If you insist.
He hands each of you a small pouch with 50 gold each. Use this wisely.
You are most kind, and we will put quite good use to it.
I should hope. Excuse me. I should hope so.
Thank you, Sheriff. You're a most generous man.
All right.
Okay, I think we're at, I don't want to be that guy, but I think we're at a decent place to end. This seems like a really solid point for us to, like, go to shops and buy gear. If you can, like, you know, give us a rundown of what gear's in the area.
Certainly. In the town of Sandpoint, there are several shops that you can visit. If you're looking for gear, there's Sabah's Armory, the Red Dog Smithy, Bottled Solutions. Give me 1 second here. Pull up my list right quick.
I was about to say, these are all in the PDF, right?
Yes. I do believe so. You receive word that Sheriff Hemlock has okayed a 20% discount for heroes of the town.
Nice.
Bard, this is a good time for you to show your barter skills.
Who needs barter skills when you're as rich as I am?
Aside from that, you have already seen the cathedral. There's a jeweler, a locksmith, Sandpoint Garrison, Rovanki Tannery, the Pillbug's Pantry, Cracktooth's Tavern, and of course, the general store.
Nice, dude. We're gonna be able to gear up.
Basically, anything you wish to find, there is a shop for it. This town is also known for its glassworks, its hunting parties, which typically meet at the Rusty Dragon. There's the Goblin Squash Stables, if anyone is looking for any kind of horse.
Is there a pet store?
You can find a couple of pets. There's not a huge market for them. There are several fish stores, most of them for food.
What about a pet, like a dog or a cat? Lizard? Bird? Mouse?
We have a bird.
All food.
We also have a cat.
Right?
Sheriff Hemlock states that you could probably ask around at the general store and find someone who would sell you a pet.
Alright,
Okay,
thank you, Sheriff.
What I was getting at, though, is, are we all cool with, you know, stopping here, you know, buying gear for next round, taking our levels, and all that for next Friday?
Oh, for sure.
Yes, let me go ahead and dispense XP real quick, since this will push you well into level 2.
Right.
Sweet.
Everyone is going to receive 135 experience, or I should say 270 for the 2 skeletons, 200 experience for the zombie, 200 experience for the bloody skeleton, 200 experience for the acidic skeleton, and 100 experience for solving the mystery of Tobin's crypt.
So all total 970.
970 total.
Sweet.
And then, of course, everyone go ahead and look around, find what you would like to buy. Feel free to PM me on Discord about what you would like, and we can take care of your shopping. If you'd care to RP it and barter, we can do that at the start of next session.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we'll RP it, but we'll just make sure everybody has what they want to buy ready to RP.
Yeah, just have it ready, and that way I can have all of my materials ready for that too.
Gotcha.
Okay, so basically everybody add your 1,900 EXP plus your 970 EXP, take your levels, your feats, all of your, you know, ability points, all that shit, and then grab your gear for RP for next session, and then we'll be ready to sleep and continue on.
Alright.
Also, it's basically Oblivion rules, where you don't actually level until you've rested. So
Oh,
you will
okay.
not level until the next morning, and you've all fully rested.
Yeah, that's why I kind of figured we'd all go buy gear, look around for any quests, pick those up, and then get some sleep, and then hit it hard.
And one point I need to touch on is I did not see anyone do this morning. Nobody sat down and prepared spells.
No. That's not true. I told you last time, whenever Devin was going to sleep, that she would be set to prepare spells in the morning. She's the only
Alright.
one who has to do it.
I do believe you need to, as a cleric, pray in the morning to retrieve your spells and prepare them.
It says that I don't have to pray as long as I at least touch my holy symbol in Saren Ray's name at least once a day.
Alright, excellent. Then you're good to go. Alright, and then I think that covers the last matter of business, unless if anyone has any questions.
Oh, also, I can cast spells without preparing them.
Yeah, Devin's the only one who has to prepare spells beforehand.
Excellent.
And yeah,
Devin, be sure to spend some time in the morning doing that.
Yeah, she has to spend, I think it's at least 1 hour for preparing spells. And like I said, all I have to do is touch my holy symbol in Saren Ray's name, but once I get my holy tattoo, then I actually have to pray.
Alright.
So basically, me and Devin will be taking an hour every morning to prepare.
Okay.
Right on.
So, I think that about wraps it up, everybody. I hope everybody had fun for our fucking D&D session, where we wrecked some goddamn undead face as much as they wrecked ours.
Yeah, we did.
So, I hope everybody joins us for the next fucking session on Friday. Hope to see you all there, and we'll catch you then, guys.
Thank you
Later.
for watching.